How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure she didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. Be careful with your assumptions. Are you going to tell her about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Chiata is an outcast.
It's a bit too soon to tell.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west, by the workshop.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Another time, Aloy.
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Whatever you may think of us. I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable, and animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him. He was loyal to my father, but never to me. And he knows how to rally others to his side.
This Nimdude wouldn't see a Balrog coming if it did a little dance right in front of him.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run. The Steel Garrote? Here? Well, well. Apparently nature is not the only foe in Emerald Stair. Worse, my rangers turned a blind eye to it. Satisfy my curiosity. Why am I hearing this from the Adiran envoy? Don't you and the Steel Garrote share the same master? For my sake, I'm glad to hear it. Take this with my gratitude. And let us pray this is the last we've seen of the Steel Garrote. What a disgrace. Among other things, the Steel Garrote persecute Animancers. They love nothing more than to unravel everything we've built here. Tell me, what's your interest in this matter? If she convinced an Adiran envoy to unmask an Adiran spy, clearly I'm not paying her enough. I appreciate the warning. If more Adirans were like you, maybe we wouldn't have to worry about the Steel Garrote. No one is denying that the Living Lands is a dangerous frontier. Take Fior Mesiverno. This city has fought a war of attrition since the day my father laid the first stone. We have always persisted, and nothing will change that. Nothing. Oh, it's far from perfect, but it's ours. I know the Living Lands must seem wild and untamed to one so accustomed to the comforts of court. Some of us have the distinction to call this place home, sharp edges and all. We can outlast the wilderness.
I've got a powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
Teeth dancing in. Oh, my mouth.
Stay a while. See for yourself what I knew I heard someone snooping about. And you have the gall to confront me like a cum in the crib. That is not a topic for discussion. I'll hear no more of this. You go about your business, and I'll go about mine.
We should let this one go.
Consider yourself.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment by Mika.
That did not go as I had planned. I'm sorry you...
Giata, some manners.
I thought she was being...
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge.
I'm curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone. So am I. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. In a way, I have plans for this island, and they don't...
Your parents would...
Anyway, I never expected to see a Nadiran envoy. Got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
We will set aside our differences for the great...
Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that... I only bring it up because Anamanti might offer us... While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave you, Missy Vernon. As much as I would love that, when it comes to the Dream Scourge, we have... Today, that changes. I need... Glad to hear it. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got... Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are... And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop... I'd rather not speculate. We're about to make...
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. And who knew?
You ever think, what if I wasn't? Of course. What would you do?
Oh, I heard there was a new... Well, maybe to you, but I was educated in the great laboratories of Spirento, in the home. But you didn't. More than most. Unfortunately, I cannot do it. Ha! What I need is... Grimoires can hold it. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in... Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon... Indeed, but that well is almost dry. An Adragon's heart. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say at Delamgon Queen, you may be able to retrieve it without. So you can understand why none of us. Still, Delamgon Queens can be reasoned with. So do be careful.
If you can convince her to hand it over, I'll be more than impressed.
Ado, welcome to my fine establishment, I mean.
Oh, you start. You must be the Adiran envoy. I've been the failing crops. I was calling on the spirits of the recently. I am asking the spirits to forgive the dead of Fjord. Expect certain rituals to be carried out. That's exactly it. Well done. Our recent dead require a final meal to eat.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal.
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
The ritual heals all. The spirits get one more taste of life. You must take these offerings of food. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave. Loggers from the old days, they sacrifice. The second offering goes to a grave. They buried the bodies of settlers there. Intrepid sorts. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord. Such a tragedy. A young family. I believe it will do exactly that. Be careful, friends. The angry...
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help.
I can't thank you enough for helping to eat.
Your soul knows what it wants. Wake up your soul with a morning crystal.
Please, don't tell anyone you saw me.
Envoy. Giata Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? That's our governor for you. Very well. I'll tell you what I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and they can't do Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. You did? That was quick. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant. I'll be fine. I've lost so many revenants over the... So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. But I believe whatever causes it is older. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. But how to find something so well hidden? Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, toward what? Well, I'm happy to. You and Giat are going to shake things up.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm remembering why people find this place unsettling.
Did you? Remy, look what I've.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture. Show We heard that Giada partnered up with an outside.
I suppose we owe her a favor.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone? Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike.
So, Giada wants to know all. Do you want the good news?
There's no cure for the Dream Scourge, much in the way that there's no cure for an avalanche.
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar, too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research. An entity, you say? If this with enough essence and a capable animancer...
Right, and with a little fresh soccer, you can follow an ogre back to its lair.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't...
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of... Well...
I wish I knew how it felt. Blessed as you.
okay?
I guess someone will have to do this for the people who starve to death when the food runs out. Well, that was fun. Something nearby. One moment. One moment. Something nearby. One moment.
So he was here all along. Long.
This poor guy looks like he was important.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fit.
Fiddling with it can't.
You've returned. A curious thing for Kith to want. Even one as special as you. It belonged to one who tended this grove for longer than I have been here. Sickness changed them, as it has recently changed so many creatures in these woods. It no longer recognized us as their kin. We had to stop them before their madness damaged the land. But it is over now. All that remains is their heart. Our kind has no need for such remembrances. It would cause us no pain to part with it. Take it, and go in peace.
I can't believe you pulled that off. Now, let's get out of here before she notices my wood pistol grip.
Let's take these things back to camp. You can fiddle with them there. This must be near the spot that cartographer mentioned.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field. The bars stifle us. We cannot recall when last we spoke. Hollow faces in a line. What has come of this place? A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals? Eons have passed. We do not recognize these strange machines. The harvest grows, the dead rise. What do they hope to achieve? Do they not trust us to tend? They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make? Punished, cast out. We understand. We peer through the murky water in vain. What is the truth? The fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.